Hello, dear friends. Today I want to talk to you about astral catalepsy. Recently, a lot of people, especially young people, have turned to us with a request to help them get out of very difficult condition, and this condition is called astral catalepsy. These people, in search of truth, in search of knowledge, and in search of self-improvement and self-development, get into certain societies or read some books that very quickly create in them the processes of study, communication, and vision of another dimension, another state of life, and astral flights, which leads these people to the astral catalepsy, or stupefaction. What happens to people? What are they complaining about? First of all, the loss of oneself. Secondly, these people cannot decide where the real reality is, the astral one that they see, or the reality in which they are currently located. They completely lose their self-control. They cease to control themselves and be adaptive to different life situations. They lose touch with this world. Moreover, they stop sleeping at night, and they begin to have panic attacks, which in turn lead to the destruction of the psyche. Recently, a huge number of people from all over the world, from many countries, especially from countries where there is a certain tension, have been turning to us with such problems. And today I want to talk about this, and I want to help you today and probably warn you not to make such mistakes, and if you have already made them, then give you tips and recommendations that can help you. First, I want to say for those who are looking for their path of self-development, self-improvement and becoming, be very careful and attentive, because business dictates its own rules and laws, and many people indulge in the process of making money and creating certain areas that do not develop a person, but destroy them from within and destroy them on the astral plane. And this leads people to judge such processes of the destruction of the mind and the loss of oneself in this world and society. I want you to always feel with your soul whether you are reading the right book, whether this book gives you the right knowledge, what this book is based on, and how it reveals these abilities and opportunities in you. And first, always know that when you start the development of yourself, all 7 of your bodies are involved. If a book, training, or a society that reveals some of its secrets to you does not attach importance to the physical purity of your biological organism and allows you absolutely everything, the main thing is to smoke something, sniff, go to some meditations, to discover some kind of ability in yourself. Always know that such an easy process, an easy achievement, will lead to very serious psycho-emotional destruction and states in you. And this, in turn, will create very serious problems for you. So always be careful and vigilant. Also, working with the subconscious is one of the very easy achievements and fast processes of knowing and understanding oneself. It is also very fraught and very destructive. And also I advise you and recommend avoiding such hypnologists who recommend you to reveal your extrasensory abilities and possibilities quickly and easily. Therefore, always be very attentive and try to feel a training, teaching, or information with your intuitive state of the soul. Intuition will always tell you whether you need this or not. How will it tell? Through your inner state, feelings. If you, while studying something, feel calm, self-confident and confident in this knowledge, you are on the right track. If there is at least some doubt inside you, and you need to prove at least something to yourself, then this is what you do not need to do. My friends, you will certainly ask me, what do you recommend? What I teach my students is a certain process of their self-development. For you, for the general public, I recommend books, and we have several websites where you can get information about the recommended books. We have a section called Knowledge, where we recommend you both books and films, fiction and documentaries, that give you the opportunity to develop yourself. So I will turn to those people who, after all, have already fallen into this trap and are now in a very destructive, depressive state that affects absolutely the entire process of their life. They start to get sick, they experience financial or some other losses, they have the destruction of their mind, the loss of a state of self-control. What should such people do? First, my friends, turn to the Creator, to the higher mind, with a request for forgiveness. So you did something wrong. For example, you have come to a place where you should not have gone, and you serve the energies that create precisely such destructive processes in you. Realize that you have fallen into a trap, and just give yourself a word to no longer do what you have been taught, and vice versa, to get out of this state as soon as possible. And the books that we recommend you on the website under the heading Knowledge will prompt and help you, give advice and recommendations. The books there are completely different, safe, they are light and very necessary for people. The authors are from different countries, so read on and help yourself. And more tips and recommendations. Start working with yourself and cleanse your body. The poisons and toxins that are within you also manifest on the etheric astral plane, which creates astral catalepsy for you. First of all, of course, start to lead a completely healthy lifestyle, because alcohol and cigarettes are also means that destroys you on a subtle plane. Since all the processes of destruction that you feel on the physical level initially occur on the ethereal, mental plane of your development. And if a person does something wrong there, of course he will suffer on the physical plane as well. To restore yourself, try to find someone who can lend you a helping hand. But again, be vigilant. Do not take hasty actions. Try to delve into the truth that a teacher or a book or a person who claims to be a teacher reveals to you. This is also very important. Now there are a lot of traps, astral traps, that promise you results very quickly, but you will have to pay very seriously for this result. Now a lot of people are watching various videos on the internet. Do you think that regular addiction to watching various entertainment programs, for example, short videos on TikTok or jokes on YouTube, can somehow harm mental health and lead to such astral catalepsy? For sure, my friends, this is exactly what was created so that people gradually go crazy from this clip thinking. And it is precisely such videos that develop such a state in a person, which leads to mental destruction. It is a drug, my friends. It is an informational drug that many people are on. And they got into it so much that it is very difficult for them to get out of this state. On the contrary, when you tell them about it, that it leads them to astral catalepsy, the person begins to be strongly aggressive and resist. This is the first indicator that a person is trapped. He fell under certain programs of addiction and self-destruction. It is like food for him, without which he cannot live. It really is a drug. And this really leads a person to a narrowed consciousness. He does not want to expand his consciousness, to know more, wider, to delve into the truth, expanding his knowledge. He needs precise, short information where he can giggle, laugh, and internally create a pleasant, momentary state for himself. This is a deception, an illusion that works with the psyche, with the mental state of a person, and also leads him to astral catalepsy. What is really going on, my friends? A person who depends on this social media loses touch with the outside world and loses touch with himself, with his inner state. He even ceased to be himself. He gradually turns into a robot, which is controlled by short information of clip thinking. This is degradation. This will lead and has already led humanity to mass degradation, when people are not ready, unable to listen, hear, understand, figure out, or realize. They don't have that ability anymore. Why? Because of the brain, my friends. When you train your brain for clip thinking, short videos, short phrases, and short jokes, your brain gets used to reacting like that. It no longer wants to go deeper and ask questions like why, what for what, and what will come of it. But this is the process of expanding consciousness. Only by expanding your consciousness do you develop and evolve. Clip thinking narrows your consciousness, turning you into animals. And this makes it very easy to manipulate your mind. Therefore, my friends, be vigilant, be careful. Take your own life, for which you are responsible, into your own hands, and let it be the way you want it. Let it be so that what you want can develop you, fill you, improve you. After all, you, my friends, are the greatest miracle of this world, and the greatest state is hidden in you. Let us join you and develop it. And start today just with this video, and try to delve into this video and deepen into the study of the information heard today. Understand for yourself, do not brush aside, do not protest, but figure out everything that I have told you today. And I am sure tomorrow will already be the better day for you. Development depends only on you, and it is only in your hands. I wish you success.